Hello friends, welcome once again to this channel. So as we were discussing about the respiration, aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration, fermentation, alcoholic fermentation and lactic acid fermentation, we have also discussed about different types of respiration depending on the organ responsible for respiration, like the pulmonary respiration, tracheal respiration, bronchial respiration and cutaneous respiration. We have already discussed the cutaneous respiration and the bronchial respiration. So now let's move on for tracheal respiration. Let's discuss what is tracheal, the tracheal respiration. So what is tracheal respiration? When the respiration occurs with the help of the trachea. It is found mostly in case of insects. Okay, why? When the insect are covered with calcareous exoskeleton or calcareous covering, the insects where calcareous covering is there, in that case the insect cannot use their skin for breathing or exchange of gases because it is covered with calcareous covering. Calcareous means made up of calcium carbonate. It is made up of calcium carbonate. So as it is hard, the covering is hard, so it cannot help in the exchange of gases. So in the case of insects, the type of the exchange of gases or respiration is tracheal type. So we will take the example of cockroach. Cockroach is the example of an organism who do its respiration through the tracheal system. So in tracheal system of respiration, the different parts of the respiratory system includes the important parts are the trachea and the spiracles. So spiracles are the opening. These are the opening, and trachea is the network of the pipes. This is the respiratory pipes. Through these trachea, the air that enters into the body of the particular insect, it moves throughout the body of the organism, and spiracles are the opening of the trachea through which the air enters into the body of the organism. So spiracles and trachea. The spiracles are small, minute breathing pores. These are also called the breathing pores. Breathing pores, these are the opening through which the organism take the air into its body, so they are also called the minute breathing pores. Okay, so this is spiracle. There are 10 pairs of spiracles. How many spiracles are there? How many spiracles? 10 pairs of spiracles are there in the body of the cockroach. We are discussing about the cockroach. In cockroach, 10 pairs of spiracles are there, out of which two pairs are thoracic, and 8 pairs are abdominal. So in the abdominal region 8 pairs are there, and in the thoracic at the near the head there are 2 pairs, in the abdomen there are 8 pairs. So a total of 10 pairs of spiracles are present in the body of cockroach that allows the air from the atmosphere to enter into its body through these breathing pores into the respiratory pipe, that is the trachea, by which the fresh air goes to different parts, travel to different part of the body in cockroach. The opening and closing of spiracles are also regulated by some valves. So the opening and closing of the spiracles are regulated by valves. So minute valves are there that regulates when the spiracle will open and when it will close. So there is the presence of the valve that regulate its opening and closing. Remember, the first and the third pair, the first pair and the third pair of the spiracles remain open. First and third pair of spiracles always remain open, while the remaining 8 pairs opens only during inspiration. During inspiration, all 10 pairs of spiracles or the breathing pores, all 10 pairs of spiracles are open. But in the other times, that is during expiration, only first and third pairs open. So only the first and third pair of spiracles, remain open during expiration, whereas during inspiration all the 10 pairs of spiracles remains open. So this is how during inspiration it will take more amount of air by all the 10 pairs of spiracles, whereas during expiration, during giving out of the used air from the body, it will only use the first and third pairs of the spiracles. Okay, the spiracle leads to small cavities inside the body of the cockroach, which are known as tracheal cavity. So there are tracheal cavity. The trachea leads to tracheal cavity. Into this tracheal cavity, the air through the trachea goes, and in the tracheal cavity it is stored for the utilization. In grasshopper and butterflies, similar manner of spiracles, similarly like the cockroach, in case of the butterfly and in case of the grasshopper also, this type of breathing system or exchange of gases is found. So this is about the tracheal system of respiration. I can tell you that it is a type of ventilation and diffusion process. Means the air, fresh air from the atmosphere will enter into the organism, we can call it ventilation. Through spiracle it will enter to the trachea, to the tracheal cavity, then again comes out through the spiracles, comes out through the first and third pair of spiracles. So this is the process of ventilation, and diffusion occurs inside the body of the organism. The cell takes the fresh air and gives out the used air. So this is diffusion. So this process can be, we can say this process takes place in two important phases, ventilation and diffusion. The two parts are ventilation and diffusion. So the process takes place by ventilation and diffusion. So this is all about the tracheal respiration or tracheal system of respiration, in which the respiratory organ involved is trachea, and the opening of the trachea are the spiracles. Clear? In the thoracic region, at the head of the cockroach, there are two pairs of thoracic spiracles. It will be like this. I am drawing a small diagram to give you some idea about the structure of cockroach. So this is the head region, and this head region carry, this is the tail region. So the head region of the organism carry how many spiracles? How many spiracles? Two pairs of spiracles. So this is how, this is one first pair, this is first pair of spiracle, this is the second pair of spiracle. These are the opening, the spiracles, and these are the pipes. These pipes are known as the trachea, through which the air is circulated throughout the body of the organism. So likewise, like this, there are how many pairs? 8 pairs in the abdomen. This is the abdomen of the cockroach. This is the thorax or thoracic region of the cockroach. So here 8 pairs of spiracles are there, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like this. And in the thoracic region or head region, there are 2 pairs of spiracles. We have studied that the first and third pair of spiracles opens only during they help in expiration. All of them take part during inspiration. During taking of air, all the spiracles are open in cockroach, but during expiration, during giving out of the used air, the first and the third pair of spiracles only remain open. The first pair of thoracic region and first pair of abdominal region, that means the first pair and third pair of spiracles only remain open during giving out of used air or expiration. So this is all about the tracheal respiration. Now let's move on to the pulmonary respiration. In case of the pulmonary respiration, the lungs is responsible for carrying out the process of respiration. So it is the most advanced type of respiration which is found in case of higher vertebrates, in case of the amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals. So let's go for pulmonary respiration. Pulmonary respiration. In case of pulmonary respiration, as I have told you, the lungs are responsible for the process, for completing the process of respiration, for taking air from the atmosphere, giving it to the living cells and taking out the carbon dioxide rich air from the body cells to the heart and then to the lungs and taking it out from our body. So all these activities, all the process of taking air, fresh air to our body, utilizing it, giving out the used air to the atmosphere, again taking it and utilizing, all these process in complex multicellular organism is done with the help of the lungs, which is known as the pulmonary respiration. So in case of pulmonary respiration, we will discuss in detail about the respiratory system of human. So first, let us now know where the pulmonary respiration is seen. It is seen in case of amphibians. In case of amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals. So in most of the organisms, higher organisms, this type of respiration is seen, which takes place with the help of 2 lungs, as in case of human being there are two lungs present in the thoracic cavity on the left and right side. Okay, so let's see the structure of lungs now. So let me draw the diagram here. so that you can have the basic idea. So first the pharynx is present. This is the pharynx, and after that the trachea or the windpipe starts. The windpipe is divided into two bronchites, and after division, this is your lungs. This is the left lung. The left lung is present here, and this is your right lung. Here is your right lung. So there are two lungs present in our body, the right and the left lung. So the one which is to this side, means towards the right hand, if I will turn it, it is my left. So this is the left lung. This is the left lung, and as this is my right side, so this side will be the right lung. This is your right lung. So as you are looking from that side, means the left lung is present in your right and the right lung is present in your left side. So these are the two important structures that help in the pulmonary respiration of organisms. So these are connected with the external nose. The respiratory system of human, I am writing here the respiratory system of human. In human beings, the respiratory system consists of different organs. It will start from the external nose or the nostril, which is connected with the nasal cavity. So we will start with the nose. Remember, nose is the part of our respiratory system which we can see without. It is the external organ. So nose is the only part of the respiratory system that we can see. From the nose, through the two nostrils present in the nose, the air goes inside to the nasal cavity. It will go to the nasal cavity. Okay, from the nasal cavity, the air passes to the larynx or the voice box. It will travel to larynx. From the larynx to the trachea. From the trachea, this is our trachea or the windpipe. Trachea, from the trachea to the bronchi. This is the bronchi. Okay, likewise it will enter into the lungs through the bronchi. Then what happens? It is divided into different parts. It is divided into different parts inside, which are called as bronchioles. So remember, the bronchioles are of many types, like the primary bronchioles, secondary bronchioles, tertiary bronchioles, because it divides again and again, forming the primary, then secondary, then tertiary, finally the respiratory bronchioles, then finally it will lead to different types of bronchioles will lead to the alveolar duct. The alveolar duct, and through the alveolar duct the air reaches the air sacs known as the alveoli. Alveoli are the air sacs to which the air reaches from the nose. The atmospheric air travels through the nose to nasal cavity, then to the we can write here the pharynx, the nasal pharynx, nasopharynx, then larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, different types of bronchiole. We will discuss in detail about that. Then the alveolar duct, then the alveoli. So alveoli is present at the end. Alveoli are the round air sacs to which the alveolar duct opens. So these are the air sacs or the alveoli. In these alveoli, the exchange of gases between the blood present in the lungs, impure blood, and the air or fresh air present in alveoli, exchange of gases takes place. The alveoli gives the pure air to blood, and the alveoli takes impure air or used air from the blood, and the used air again from the alveoli goes in a reverse direction to come out to the atmosphere. So this is the process, this is the way by which the atmospheric air enters to the lungs and used inside the lungs, and the used air comes out to the atmosphere. So these are the various parts of the respiratory system in human beings. Okay, so what are the role? Now we will discuss how these are very important in human beings. So remember, the larynx is known as voice box. So air here epiglottis is present. Here the epiglottis is present, which closes the glottis during swallowing of food. Here the epiglottis is present. We have discussed about epiglottis and glottis, how the regulation of the passage of food to the esophagus and air to the trachea occurs in the pharynx. We have discussed that in the digestion and absorption section of my videos. You can also refer them. So here the epiglottis closes the glottis, and after the glottis is closed, the swallowed food goes to the gullet, which is the connection to the esophagus. But here the air enters to the glottis, as the epiglottis do not close the glottis, and the air passes to the larynx. So the air comes to the larynx, then through the trachea it goes to both the left lung and the right lung, and there it travels through the bronchi, then to the bronchioles, then alveolar duct, and finally reaches the alveoli, where the exchange of gases takes place. It takes the carbon dioxide rich air, and exhalation of air takes place in the reverse direction. So in pulmonary respiration, whatever we have discussed within these three classes in chapter respiration or breathing and exchange of gases, the first thing we need to know the difference between the aerobic and anaerobic respiration, direct and indirect respiration, different types of fermentation like the lactic acid fermentation and alcoholic fermentation. We have to remember the important equations in these two types of fermentation. Then the different types of respiration depending on different organs. Like when the skin is responsible, we call it the cutaneous. When trachea is responsible, we will call it tracheal respiration, that in case of the insects. Likewise, the bronchial respiration, we call it the bronchial when the organ of respiration is gills or gill slits. We have studied about the prawn, different types of fishes like bony fish, cartilaginous fish, how 4-chamber, 5-chamber gill slits are there in bony fish and cartilaginous fish respectively. And finally, the most advanced or the most widely seen type of respiration, that is pulmonary respiration, which is found starting from the amphibians to the mammals. as in evolution we will start from fishes, then amphibians, then reptiles, then birds and mammals. Normally in case of aquatic animals we have studied that the bronchial respiration is seen in them, but after the fishes, the lungfish, remember, is the fish that also use lungs for its respiration. Then all the amphibians, although they use cutaneous respiration 25% of their total respiration, and during hibernation and estivation we have discussed that total respiration in case of amphibians takes place with the help of cutaneous respiration. Then in higher organisms like the reptiles, birds and mammals, mostly this type of respiration or the pulmonary respiration occurs with the help of the respiratory organ, the most advanced respiratory organ, that is our lungs. So lungs is responsible for the exchange of gases in these cases. So this is all about the basics of the different types of respiration depending on organs. Like here we finished with pulmonary respiration, but remember in my next class we will go in detail about the respiratory system of human. We will discuss each and every part of the respiratory system of human, starting from nose, external nostril till up to the alveoli, and then we will go for the process of exchange of gases. If you have any doubts in this video tutorial, please comment below, hit the like button, and I will be there in the next class to clear your doubts in any of this whatever we discussed today. So thank you very much. Please watch it, and if you have any doubts, don't forget to comment. Thank you.